Well, Matt, welcome to another season of Whitworth Pirates men's basketball. It's going to be a fun year. This is our first opportunity to talk about this team and this season. Just give us a recap of the last 4 weeks of practice, how that's gone, what you've seen from this group that's really a veteran group.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the year. You know, when you bring back as many pieces as we had last year, there's a lot of familiarity. Guys know what each other's strengths are and how to bring the best out of each other to the team. We've had guys in and out of practice dealing with minor injuries here and there, so we've gotten to have a lot of different lineups on the floor. We've got to have a lot of experience gained with our new guys, which has been great. They've done a nice job of fitting in a seamless way, and so I think we've learned a lot about ourselves. But as is common this time of year, they're ready to play against someone different.
Is there anything over the course of this preseason stretch that has surprised you about this group?
Well, I think the depth that we've had this year was a little surprising, just because we knew what we had in the returning group, but until your freshmen show up, you never really know how seamlessly they can fit in, and I think they've done a really nice job of making our practices competitive and showing that that they're ready to compete if given the opportunity. And so that's been a pleasant surprise, because it's made our practice quality consistent, despite different variations of availability in terms of who's healthy and who's not.
You had a chance for this team to have a couple scrimmages, one against Montana, who we all know is very good, and another against the community colleges of Spokane. What did you learn most about this crew, and what did they learn about themselves through the course of those two scrimmages?
Well, I think anytime you play a team as talented and experienced as Montana is this year, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And a couple things I was very proud of our guys for, were the way they sustained the initial charge for Montana, getting down 9-2 early in the game, and then absorbing some of the typical things that you see on the road early in the season. To be down 33-28 with 2 minutes to go in the first half, I thought was reflective of their maturity and experience, and being able to weather that storm. I thought we showed in some ways kind of our newness in terms of only having 15 or 17 practices in the second half, when Montana was able to break things open and get things under control. But on the positive side, we got a lot of young guys into that game as well, that will bode well for them in the future. I thought our scrimmage against Spokane went extremely well. Our defensive intensity and focus was very high, and so that was what you want to see heading into your first weekend of real games.
Speaking of which, we're going to face St. Olaf and Whittier, a couple of talented squads this weekend. What challenges do you expect those teams to present for us?
Well, St. Olaf is a very talented and experienced team as well, entering the season ranked in the top 25, and playing a very difficult early season schedule. By the time they get to us on Friday, they'll have played 3 really good opponents, and it'll be our first game. So for our standpoint, it'd be really important that we can get off to a good start, and kind of find our rhythm and our balance. Because they'll have a little more experience under their belt this season than we will. And Whittier obviously is a talented SCIAC team that I think can compete with anybody in the Northwest Conference on a given night. So this weekend for us will be very reflective of a Northwest Conference trip and what we want to prepare ourselves for down the road in January and February.